this training program. It's more than 5,000 of us here at this Coliseum, at this arena. Congratulations to each and every one of you. No network marketing company in the Philippines has done this. We're the very first to fill this place with energetic, with charismatic, with passionate leaders of Alliance and Coach Zoa. I want to sum it up. All of the speakers about the products, about the skills, about the business. Have you learned a lot? Yes! My goal within the next few minutes is to empower you, to give you strategies about network momentum. Everybody say momentum. Momentum. Kindly be seated. Kindly be seated. My topic for today is about momentum. Omar, are you ready with the PowerPoint? Okay. Momentum is so significant in building our organization. Now let me define what momentum is. Momentum is a process. Everybody say process. Process. Kaya pag yung iba, wala pang momentum, if still doesn't have any momentum in your group because it's a process. So turn to the person beside you and say, it's a process. Sabihin mo, huy! Huy! Process yan. Process yan. Kaya pag wala pang momentum, ibig sabihin, you haven't undergone through the process. Momentum is a process of building up force or speed of movement. And that is so critical in any organization, in any network marketing company, in any network marketing business. Now on the other side of the coin, let us define how momentum can help things, can help other things achieve a certain level. Next. When we talk about planes are so heavy. Usually they are equal to around 3,000 to 4,000 cars. That's the typical weight of a plane. How can a plane be set off in the sky? It needs a lot of what? Momentum. It needs fuel. It needs time. It needs speed. So before it goes up in the air, there's a lot of things going in that particular machine. What they usually do is to conserve a lot of energy. That's why when you board a plane, at times you will see the air conditioning working up, and after a few minutes you will feel a bit hot because they're conserving the fuel, they're conserving the energy. So by the time it sets on the air, it has a lot of power. It has a lot of momentum. Basically, to set a very, very heavy metal plane up in the sky. And if it's already up in the sky, it is as if it's flying easy, but still is building momentum. On other things, how can a rocket goes up in the sky, goes up in space, when in fact it is so heavy, still needs to go a process. Everybody say process. Process. Process of conserving momentum enough to lift off a rocket. So it builds up again a lot of series of momentum before it can maximize its energy and its fuel so that it can goes up in the sky. And after a few more seconds or a few more minutes, it can goes up to the space. And that's what Dan Clark have experienced for 3 hours or more. Experience the beauty of our Earth from the space. Now, what has it got to do with sales network, with our business? Now, let's take another example for this. Snowball effect, an avalanche. It started with a very simple friction or pressure in a mountain or in the snow. And then after just a few seconds, it doesn't take an hour nor a lot of minutes to create an avalanche. Just some pressure on that particular side of the mountain. And it will create series and series of momentum under snow to create a powerful avalanche. Now let's talk about network organization. Do you have your group with you right now? Yes. Do you have your group with you? Yes. Do you have your leaders with you? Yes. Now I mentioned the keyword leaders. Everybody say leaders. Leaders. Leaders are crucial for network momentum. Now with network momentum, if you're just starting, you're alone, Your prospects are turning you down. You haven't created enough leadership in your organization. It's hard. It's hard to create momentum. But if you have talked to a lot of people, you have maximized your time, you have maximized the beauty of the products, the beauty of our marketing plan, then you start developing the leadership in your organization, then, and only then, it will be easy. Then and only then, you will see the power of network marketing. Then and only then, you'll be able to buy your dream. Because during that process, you can travel, you can buy your dream house, you can buy your new car, you can go abroad and celebrate life. Would you like that to happen to your life?
Yes!
Would you like that to happen to your group?
Yes!
It needs momentum. So how? How can we create momentum? How does momentum build? You're already familiar with the products. You already know how to invite. You already know how to duplicate. But how do I develop momentum on my group? Because in every successful top leaders that I know of in this industry, one way or another, they keep on developing momentum. Not only with the company, but with their group. One person that I know of, they have what they call the 90-day momentum. It means that within 90 days, you should have momentum in your group. Okay? Are you ready to learn?
Yes!
So what's the first thing to do? Create a group name. Does your group has a name?
Yes!
Because some of the leaders that I know of, they don't even know. They don't even have a name. Ladies and gentlemen, next slide please. This Facebook Boo, which is the most famous dog in Facebook, has 12 million likes. What's my point? Even this dog has a name. Do you have dogs?
Yes.
Does it have a name?
Yes.
Does it have a name?
Yes.
If dogs can have names, more so with your group. What's with the name? Names are powerful. Names give you meaning. Names can make you move. Names can make you passionate. Names can empower your group. So the first thing that you need to do if your group doesn't have a name, create a name. Now these are some of the most powerful group names in Alliance in Motion Global. Can I hear the noise of Empire Brotherhood? Can I hear the noise of Eagles Alliance? Can I hear some noise from DGX? Can I hear some noise from GDA? VIP Team? Diamond Alliance? PE Uplines? Global Conquerors? Okay. TGIA? Genuine Alliance? Infinite Alliance? Network 888? MIA? Clan the Great? Achievers Alliance? Spartans? Okay, some of you that I haven't mentioned now, Infinite Alliance? Even groups from the provinces are here. Still some more names?
Infinite power!
Okay. Please forgive me. It's Omar's fault. Omar, can you stand up? It's Omar's fault. Next slide, please. After creating the name of your group, the next key factor is sell the vision. Everybody say sell the vision.
Sell the vision.
Create a vision first, then sell it. How will you sell the vision? When Maylene, when Carlo, when Roy, Saldiwa started their group, they started inviting their friends. They said, hey, we want to create the biggest group in this network marketing company. Would you like to join us? When Marco, PJ, and Chris Montanar started Team Upline, they talked to their friends. Hey, we want to create the biggest group in AIM Global. Would you like to join us? Now, how did you create your vision? And what is your vision? What is your vision? Is your vision just to create money? Is your vision just to buy a car? Is your vision just to qualify for the US trip? What is your vision? It should be definite. It should be colorful. It should be magnanimous. It should be humongous, huge enough for you to capture the leaders. Because if the vision is not clear, nobody will join your group. When I started network marketing 16 years ago, the name of our group was Vision 2020. We have the clearest vision in the entire of the company's marketing plan. In the entire of the company's mission. What is the vision of your group? To create the most number of millionaires in England? Is that your vision? To create the most number of cars bought in England? Is that your vision? What is your vision? After creating that vision, next, you should also create leaders. Everybody say leaders. Leaders are so important in organizations like this because they're the one that duplicates your effort. They're the one that moves the products. Remember, products doesn't move people. People are the one who move products. Am I clear with that? So if you have enough people, you have enough leaders, it's enough to move products. So when you have enough people already, identify the leaders. And what will you do with the leaders? Sell the vision to them. My question right now is this. How did Joseph Lin sold his vision to the leaders in Bicol? Can I hear the noise of those people coming from Bicol? How did Joseph Lin sold you the vision? Hey, I'm starting a small group in Bicol. And soon enough, we will be the biggest, the most explosive, the most powerful networkers in Bicol. Would you like to join our group? How did John B. of Palawan started New Blood? How did Ellie? Where's Ellie? How did Ellie start his group in Bohol? Hey, we're Visayans. We're Bisaya. We want to create the biggest Visayan group in Bohol. Would you like to join our group? How did Jun Agaro of Davao start this group? How did he sell his vision of becoming the top leader in his area? How did you sell? How did the people in the front row, how did this, my beloved Nigerians, sold their vision to their native land? Hey, AIM Global will be the biggest network marketing company in Nigeria, and I will build the biggest group in Nigeria. Would you like to join my group? I will create the biggest group in Abuja. I will create the biggest group in Onitsha, in Lagos. Would you like to join my team? How did you sell the vision to your leaders? Did you just say, hey, I have this business. Would you like to join me? Go full time. Fire your boss and do this. Seriously. How did you sell that vision? Because if your vision is good enough to conquer a lot of difficulties in life, then it's easy to sell. Next, knowledge. For the past few hours, for the past few months, for the past 2 years of your life, you've been given a lot of knowledge with AIM Global. What else? Give them skills. Right now, we're giving you skills. We're teaching you skills. For the past few hours in this training convention, you are given skills. Are you learning?
Yes.
Have you learned a lot about the products?
Yes.
Have you learned a lot from the training team?
Yes.
Have you learned a lot from that part?
Yes.
Have you learned a lot from the board of directors?
Yes.
Those are skills that you need to use to empower you, to empower your organization. What else? Believe. You need to sell the belief to them. They need to believe first in themselves before they started calling themselves as leaders. Now I have these stories for you. Mid-70s, there was this guy who was able to bend a spoon on national television. And he was saying each and every one of us has the power to actually bend a spoon. And according to this guy, hey, the most power state of the mind is when you're part asleep and you're part awake. Meaning, when you're about to sleep, on your lucid state, that's the most powerful part of the mind. So what you do, you hold the spoon before you go to sleep, you stare at the spoon and say, bend, 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 until you go to sleep. And there was this young boy who was able to see that on national television, and he believed in himself that he can do it. So what he does, before going to sleep, he has a spoon in his hand. And before going to sleep, he keeps on saying to himself, bend, bend, bend. And after a few weeks of doing this, his parents noticed that, hey, look at our boy. Every time he goes to sleep, he has a spoon in his hand. What is he doing? Is he eating ice cream every night? So they observed their boy, and they realized that this boy wasn't able to bend the spoon for the past 6 months. And the parents got a little bit worried. Hey, our son into drugs? How come he's doing this? Nagka-drugs yata yung anak natin. Bakit lagi may hawak na spoon? Di ba parang weird yata yung anak natin? So for the past few months, there were no success with this kid. Until one day, when the kid woke up, he was shouting. He was able to bend the spoon. He was saying, I was able to bend the spoon, I was able to bend the spoon, I was able to bend the spoon. Because beside him was the spoon bent on the morning that he woke up. And he was so happy. He was so happy that when he grabbed a spoon in exactly 5 minutes time, and when he told himself, bend, 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 in 5 minutes time, he was able to bend the spoon. He got another spoon, and he told himself, bend, 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 to that spoon, and he was able to bend it. He became a national sensation. His name was the rumors, or was the stories in his neighborhood. And then there comes a local cable show. What the local cable show is to really debunk if this story is a myth or true. So what this cable show did was to rent a hotel in their neighborhood, get some 200 viewers or audience, and let the kid bend the spoon live on that local cable show. Am I clear with that?
Yes.
So they invited the boy, and the boy was a bit thrilled because now he can show to everyone that he's not lying. He can show to everyone that he has the power to really bend that spoon. So what happened was, he got a little bit nervous. During the course of the show, it was a 30-minute show, the host said, hey boy, you need to bend the spoon in 30 minutes or less, because our show is just 30 minutes. Otherwise, it will be the end of my career. Okay? So the boy on that hotel, on that local television show, kept on staring at the spoon, keep on telling himself, hey, bend, bend, bend. And he wasn't able to bend the spoon. 20 minutes had passed, and there was a production assistant talking to the host, and then ultimately the host stopped the show, because apparently for the past 20 minutes that the boy was staring to the spoon, he keep on telling to the spoon to bend, and it wasn't able to bend. The manager of the hotel talked to the host and said, hey, all of the spoons in this hotel was bended. What happened? So the energy of the boy was transferred to other spoons. Not on the particular spoon that he was holding. He was able to bend around 500 spoons in that hotel. And it became a national sensation. After a few more months, ladies and gentlemen, the parents of the boy went forward to him, to that particular boy, and said, you know what? We believe in you now that you can do it regularly with the click of a hand, that you can bend a spoon. And the boy said, why? Why are you believing me only now? Now that I have bent thousands of spoons, now that I can show you that I really have the power to do that. Then the father said, initially you didn't have the power. I just got so fearful that one day you crack up. You might end up at the mental hospital. So what I did was, to bend the spoon and put the spoon beside you when you were sleeping. So initially, he didn't believe himself. But when he saw the result, he started believing in himself. So the question right now is, most of you I know doesn't have results yet. Is that true? Yes. Most of you doesn't have a big check yet. Most of you doesn't have a big organization yet. The question is, when will you start believing? Will you start believing when big checks arrive? When big leaders join your group? Or will you start believing today? Yes. Because if you start believing today, leaders will join you. Leaders will start popping up in your organization. Leaders will start stepping up because they see from their uplines, hey, believe ako kay upline. Si upline, magaling. Si upline, ganado. Si upline, passionate. Si upline, full-time. Si upline, walang pagod. So ako ganun din. But if the upline is not that consistent, but the upline doesn't believe in himself, what more with their downlines? Do you get what I'm saying? Yes. So you sell the vision. You give them knowledge. You give them skills. You teach them how to believe in themselves. You keep pushing them. Because at times, we need a little push. Amen? Amen. That's why at Facebook, you can see comments. Push mo yan. It's the in thing nowadays. Other than selfie, push mo yan. Because we need a little push. Next. After creating leaders, create a game plan. Everybody say game plan. Game plan. How can you create a game plan? Next. Next, boss. Share the products. How many times a day do you share the products? For retail, for product sampling. Next. Share the plan. How many times a day do you share a plan? Once a day, once a week, once a month, and you want a big check? You're just sharing the products and sharing the plan once a month? It's not logical. If you want a bigger check, bigger group, share it more often. Share it many times a day. Share it many times a week. Because the more you share, the bigger your organization will grow. Am I clear? Yes. Doc, what about objections? Doc, what about objections? Doc, what about attrition? Doc, what about this and that? Well, you can talk about it at night. Or you can forget about it. If you keep on talking about negative things will happen to your group. Why not talk about positive things? So more of the positive things can happen to your group. Amen? Amen. Share the plan. Sell the dream. Everybody say, sell the dream. Sell the dream. What is your dream? Is it a new house? Is it a new car? Is it to travel abroad with your loved ones? Is it to buy into that new lifestyle? Is it to send your kids to private school? Is it a certain operation that your mom or your dad needs? What is your dream? Sell the dream. Sell the dream to your group. Sell the dream to your leaders. Know their dreams and sell that. Hey, with our company in Global, with our group, we can buy that dream of yours. We can buy that dream car. We can buy that dream house. We can buy that dream vacation that you've been wanting. Sell it to your leaders. If you keep on selling the dream, sharing the product, sharing the plan, it's a guarantee that you will hit momentum. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Dexter and Birdie Yeager. They've been in the business of network marketing for the past 40 to 45 years. Who are these people? Next. They're the founder of Yeager Group. Yeager Group is the biggest organization in Amway that has been existing for the past 50 years. They own 2/3 of their worldwide distributions. This couple earns around $1.5 million every month. Every month, $1.5 million. They have a global sales network. They're old enough to retire. If they don't do the business, it's okay. Even if their grandkids would not do the business, they're still filthy rich because of the sales network, because of the residual income, because of the leverage income that their group have created for the past 45 years of their career. Now, would you like this to happen to your group?
Yes.
But we need a global sales team. We need a global sales network. Now, ladies and gentlemen, next slide. 8 years ago, I sold the vision to John Raymond Askew. 8 years ago, I sold this vision to Francis Miguel. These are our pictures. 8 years ago, look at Francis Miguel. He looks like a politician from Bulacan. Look at John Askew. He looks like a high school graduate on his graduation day. Very young. Look at me. I look like a celebrity. I'm just kidding. 8 years ago, I had a vision. The vision of creating a company that will put the three of us together because we came from different companies. That's why the company was called Alliance, because we allied together. And since we're passionate about the business, we want to move. We are always in motion. John is always moving the groups from other parts of the Philippines, from Cebu, Davao to Mindanao. We want to visit his leaders in other parts of the Philippines. Since Francis Miguel would like to be actively involved, he told me, Doc, I want the name of the company to be active, not passive. He thought of the name Alliance in Motion, and the acronym was IN. And I told them, hey, I want a company that would go global. That's why we put the global part, Alliance in Motion, AIM Global. I sold them a big vision, a big dream of one day a company from the Philippines would expand in other Asian countries. A company from the Philippines will expand in other Middle East countries. A company from the Philippines will expand in Europe, in Africa, in United States of America, in many parts of the world, and it will be known coming from the Philippines. 8 years ago, we created leaders. We sold the vision to the leaders. We shared the product. We shared the plan. We didn't stop doing it. Every day, every week, every month, every year. Today, ladies and gentlemen, next slide. Today, Alliance in Motion Global, we have more than 1 million distributors worldwide. We have created more than 900 multi-millionaires. We have distributors in, of course, the Philippines. Okay? We're the #1 company here in the Philippines. We have distributors in Singapore. We have distributors in United Arab Emirates. We have distributors in Nigeria. We have distributors in Hong Kong, distributors in Hawaii, leaders in Taiwan, leaders in Kuwait, leaders in Ghana. Guys, 3 years from now, our goal is to launch to as many countries as possible. What I want to submit to each and every one of you is now is not the right time to rest. Now is the right time to plant seeds and sow. Don't you rest without us today. There's more of things to do. Ladies and gentlemen, with 3 years from now, 2 years from now, the building of AIM Global will already be established. A year from now, the manufacturing plant for our beverage will already be completed. 3 years from now, ladies and gentlemen, our goal is to be in 100 countries as possible. My question right now, are you buying our dream? Yes! Buying our dream? Yes! You have bought the dream. the thing that you need to create the dream house that you wanted to buy for so long. This is the only thing that you need to buy that dream car, to buy into that dream vacation, because whether you like it or else, this company, Alliance in Motion Global, will soon be the biggest network marketing company in the world. Thank you very much. It's been a wonderful audience. God bless.